I wake up Tuesday morning with the kind of existential hangover that comes from spending $12,000 to have interdimensional beings tell you that your life is meaningless performance art. The ayahuasca integration period, according to Dr. Webb's $300 integration guidebook, is supposed to involve journaling, meditation, and gentle re-entry into consensus reality, but I have rent due in 6 days and content calendars don't pause for cosmic revelations about the emptiness of late-stage capitalism. My phone shows 17 missed calls from Vivian, 43 DMs from followers asking about my weekend digital detox. I posted a story about going offline for spiritual work while actually documenting every moment of my pharmaceutical enlightenment, and a notification that my morning meditation video, 47 minutes of editing, 3 different camera angles, perfect golden hour lighting, has received exactly 3,247 likes in 12 hours. 3,247 likes. Brad's Sunset Yoga Flow from yesterday has 127,000 likes and climbing. The video of him and Claire doing partner poses on their Malibu deck while discussing sacred sexuality and chakra alignment has 89,000 likes and 4,200 comments. Most of the comments are from women my age offering to bear his spiritually awakened children and men asking for his workout routine. I check my analytics on later, $29.99 per month for the privilege of quantifying my irrelevance, and the numbers are a funeral dirge for my career. Engagement down 23% from last month. Reach declining steadily since the algorithm change in March. My core demographic, women 25 to 45, household income $50,000 to $100,000, interested in wellness and astrology, is migrating to younger, prettier, more consistently enlightened influencers who don't look like they're one bad brand deal away from a complete psychological breakdown. The Adderall stash is running low, 12 pills left in the bottle I refill with a prescription from Dr. Ellis, a Beverly Hills psychiatrist who treats half the entertainment industry for ADHD that's really just caffeine addiction with better health insurance coverage. 20 milligrams of pharmaceutical focus costs $40 per pill on the street, but I get mine legally for $15 copay because I told Dr. Ellis that I have trouble concentrating during meditation, which technically isn't lying. I dry swallow 2 pills while scrolling through Brad's stories from this morning. He's posted a 12-part series about his pre-dawn beach meditation, complete with time-lapse footage of the sunrise, close-ups of his breathing technique, and inspirational text overlays about choosing presence over productivity. The irony of creating productivity content about rejecting productivity is lost on his audience but hits me like a sledgehammer to the frontal lobe. His follower count has increased by 2,847 overnight. Mine has decreased by 127. Maddox arrives at 11 a.m. looking like he hasn't slept since the ayahuasca ceremony, which he probably hasn't because I texted him at 6:47 a.m. demanding rough cuts of the footage for a teaser post. He sets up his MacBook Pro, $799 that his parents probably bought him for Christmas, and shows me what he's edited together. The footage is actually beautiful. The low-light capabilities of the Sony FX3 captured the ceremony in cinematic detail, soft candle lighting, my face cycling through expressions of cosmic revelation and spiritual nausea, Madison's breakdown edited into something that looks profound rather than pathetic. Maddox has a good eye, I'll give him that, even if he cries during Pixar movies and probably considers therapy a reasonable response to minor inconveniences. I cut together 3 different versions, he says, his voice carrying that eager-to-please tone that makes me want to fire him and hug him simultaneously. One for Instagram, one for TikTok, and the longer version for YouTube. The Instagram version is 90 seconds of ayahuasca highlights, me drinking the medicine with serene determination, shots of the ceremonial space arranged like a wellness magazine spread, my post-journey face glowing with what could be enlightenment or just really good color grading. The soundtrack is generic shamanic music that sounds like it was composed by someone who learned about indigenous spirituality from Spotify playlists. What about the part where I was basically catatonic for 3 hours? I ask. I cut around it. Made it look like you were just really deep in meditation. This is why I keep him around. Maddox understands that content creation is about curating reality, not documenting it. Nobody wants to see actual spiritual work, the ugly crying, the ego dissolution, the terrifying confrontation with your own meaninglessness. They want transformation porn, the before, the mystical middle part edited into aesthetic bite-sized pieces, and the after where you emerge glowing with purchasable wisdom. I post the teaser with a caption about journeying into the depths of consciousness to serve at a higher level and immediately open the analytics to watch the engagement. The first 100 likes come fast, my core audience of devoted followers who would heart react a photo of my breakfast if it was branded correctly. But then the momentum stalls. 1 hour, 847 likes. 2 hours, 1,203 likes. 3 hours, 1,401 likes. The algorithm has decided I'm irrelevant. Instagram's artificial intelligence, probably trained on millions of data points including my declining engagement, my audience's decreasing interaction time, and some mysterious combination of factors that favor content creators who don't look desperate, has determined that my ayahuasca journey isn't worth showing to people who don't already follow me. I refresh Brad's page and immediately regret it. He's posted a carousel of photos from his morning routine, shirtless meditation on his deck, green smoothie preparation shot from 3 angles, mirror selfie that shows his abs and his humility in equal measure. The caption is about honoring the temple of the body through conscious movement and mindful nutrition. It has 34,000 likes in 2 hours. The Xanax prescription is from Dr. Rebecca Williams, a psychiatrist in Century City who specializes in anxiety disorders among creative professionals. 2 milligrams of pharmaceutical piece costs me $200 per month after insurance, but it's the only thing that stops my brain from calculating engagement rates while I'm trying to sleep. I take half a pill and chase it with Evian because mixing benzos with tap water feels like giving up. Vivian calls while I'm editing Instagram stories that make my declining metrics look like a temporary dip rather than a career death spiral. Sebastian, darling, we need to talk about strategy. Her voice carries the tone she probably uses with clients right before dropping them for more profitable talent. Your engagement is concerning. It's just the algorithm, I lie. Instagram's been throttling wellness content. But at Zen Master Brad doesn't seem to be having that problem. The mention of Brad makes my left eye twitch again, which is becoming a Pavlovian response to hearing his name. Dr. Williams said the twitching is probably stress-related and recommended meditation, which would be hilarious if it wasn't so fucking tragic. Brad has different demographics, I say, though we both know he has better demographics. His audience is more engaged. His audience is more engaged because his content is more engaging, darling. When was the last time you did something genuinely shocking? Something that made people stop scrolling? I consider telling her about the cosmic entities who diagnosed me with spiritual bankruptcy, but that feels too honest for a business conversation. Instead, I mention the ayahuasca footage and the possibility of documenting my entire plant medicine journey. That's interesting, she says, and I can hear her mental calculator computing commission percentages. But psychedelics are becoming mainstream. Every tech bro and his twice-divorced yoga teacher is microdosing and posting about it. You need something bigger. Like what? Like Madison Vale. I've been thinking about our conversation, and I think a collaboration could be exactly what you need. Her audience demographics align perfectly with your target market, and romance sells better than enlightenment. Madison Vale. Reality TV star with 2.8 million followers and the kind of artificially enhanced sexuality that makes men subscribe to OnlyFans and women buy appetite suppressants. I remember her from the ayahuasca ceremony, crying about being pretty but shallow across multiple lifetimes, and realize that she's probably exactly as spiritually bankrupt as I am, just with better tits and a more engaged audience. You want me to fake date a reality TV star for content? I want you to authentically explore a connection with a beautiful woman who happens to have a massive social media following and a proven track record of generating viral content. What happens naturally between you is none of my business. What happens naturally? As if anything about this business is natural. As if authentic connection is possible when both parties are calculating engagement rates while pretending to fall in love. She's interested? I ask. She's interested in growing her spiritual wellness brand, and you're the perfect bridge between her party girl image and the mindful living space. It's win-win. Win-win. Everything in Los Angeles is win-win until it becomes lose-lose, usually around the time someone gets sued or enters rehab or has a spiritual awakening that interferes with their content calendar. Set up a meeting, I say, because my rent won't pay itself and my Adderall won't refill itself, and the algorithm has already decided that my solo spiritual journey isn't worth promoting to people who might actually care. Wonderful. I'll coordinate with her team. Oh, and Sebastian, you might want to start posting more consistently. The algorithm favors creators who show up every day. Show up every day. As if I'm not already showing up every day, performing enlightenment for an audience that's slowly migrating to younger, prettier spiritual teachers who haven't yet realized that consciousness can't be monetized without corrupting the thing you're trying to sell. After Vivian hangs up, I take another half Xanax and scroll through my DMs. Most are the usual requests for free advice, collaboration pitches from brands I've never heard of, and messages from women who want me to heal their daddy issues through guided meditation and tantric yoga. But there's one message that makes me stop scrolling at Crystal Goddess 22, the 53-year-old from Cleveland who comments on every Brad post with embarrassing devotion. I've been following your journey for months and I feel called to share something with you. Brad isn't who he pretends to be. There are things about his past that would shock his followers. I have information that could change everything. If you're interested in the truth, message me back. I stare at the message for 10 minutes, my finger hovering over the reply button. Crystal Goddess from Cleveland claims to have dirt on Brad. Probably just another delusional fan with conspiracy theories and too much time, but what if it's not? What if there's something genuinely damaging that could level the playing field? I screenshot the message and save it to an album I create called Nuclear Options. Then I reply, I'm interested. What kind of information? Her response comes immediately, like she's been waiting by her phone for months, the kind that could destroy everything he's built. But it has to be handled carefully. People's lives are at stake. People's lives are at stake. In the wellness influencer economy, that probably means someone's brand partnerships are at risk, but she's typing with the urgency of someone who thinks she's uncovering actual crimes instead of just garden variety influencer fraud. I'm listening, I type back. The typing indicator appears and disappears for 5 minutes before her message finally comes through. Not over DM, too risky. Can you meet in person? I'm flying to LA next week. A 53-year-old woman from Cleveland is flying to Los Angeles to share intelligence about my main competitor with someone she's never met because she feels called to expose the truth about a shirtless yoga influencer. This is either the most pathetic thing I've ever been involved in or exactly the kind of opportunity that separates successful influencers from irrelevant ones. Send me your flight details, I message back. Let's meet. Because the algorithm demands blood, and I'm finally ready to give it some. I check Brad's account one more time before putting my phone down. He's posted another story, a mirror selfie with Claire, both of them glowing with post-workout endorphins and the kind of spiritual partnership that makes their followers believe in soulmates and sacred sexuality. The story has 67,000 views in 37 minutes. I screenshot it and add it to the competition album, which now contains 250 images of my own inadequacy documented in real time. Then I open my Notes app and start planning content around my upcoming collaboration with Madison Vale and whatever nuclear information Crystal Goddess thinks she has about Brad's authentic self. The ayahuasca entities were wrong about one thing: competition isn't the enemy of connection. Competition is the only connection left.